Oh, you thought it was somebody else, right? You thought it was somebody else? You dumb fucks. Seriously. Mask. But it is what it is. Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here on Halloween 2023, October the 31st, 2023 to be exact. Thank you all for watching right here on the very evil and very scary Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there in the description box, otherwise known as the dungeon. So, like and share the video all over the internet. Leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. But all stupid comments are gonna get blocked. So, too bad for that. But subscribe to my channels, like the video, and like I said, share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you're a demon and you need to be vanquished. And that's pretty much it for that. And also, don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically, treat it like treat it like it's your pumpkin. Smack that bitch around. Or you could treat it like something else. I don't know, pumpkin. But anyway, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, you're pretty much like a demon. You're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha! And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the bell, and all that good shit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is October the 31st, 2023, like I said. So, happy Ween of Hollow Day, if you know what I mean. If you didn't get that reference, you don't know what I'm talking about. But, for all you actual real people out there, happy Halloween, everybody. You know, hope everybody's being safe and being fucking idiots going outside trick-or-treating and all that shit. But you know, pretty much I don't have to worry about any of that because I don't give a shit. Because I'm going to be going out pretty soon. So I want to get this done really quickly and get to what I actually feel like doing on Halloween, and that is listen to some bombastic rock and roll. So that's all I gotta say about that. No big intro or anything like that, but for all you kiddies out there, hope you had fun trick-or-treating tonight with your parents, or if you went by yourself, lucky you. Just watch out for Michael Myers and all those demons out there. There are creeps out there. But it is what it is. I'm not no creep, so if you think that, you're a creep yourself. But I digress. Anyway, but be safe for all you kiddies out there and all you adults out there going out to parties tonight, at the bar. You're going to a concert tonight, because there's a lot of concerts tonight on Halloween. I'm not lying about that. I'm going to one pretty soon. So, have fun, be safe, get home safely. And for all you kiddies out there, and some of you adults, I hope you rot your teeth out. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck Halloween, and every other, well, not every other holiday, but, you know, just fuck Halloween, because I'm not, you know, I'm 40, almost 47, and my years of loving Halloween have come and gone. Halloween's just another fucking day for me. You know, it is, pretty much it is what it is, you know. I'm never home for Halloween. I'm usually working or I'm out, and I was out half of today. Busy. I'm busy. I was busy in New York City, just chilling, doing my job, you know. And like I said, in a little while I'm gonna be going out with a couple of friends. I'm waiting for them actually. They should be here before the start of NXT, but that's all fine and dandy. Then I'm gonna go out, have fun. Not gonna drink because, you know, I don't have to drink. I mean, I'll have maybe two Jack and Cokes, and I'm fine. Then I'll come home, rewatch NXT, and then that's it. I'm done. Then we start November tomorrow, and we start counting down the days till the holiday season, and the greatest day in the world, my birthday. 41 days away, my friends. 41. So if you can't do the math, that's Christmas Eve. So, 41 days away until, God damn it, I'm going to be a year closer to the midpoint, if you know what I mean. But it is what it is. But Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving is coming, the end of the year is coming. Thank the fucking Lord. But it is what it is. But like I said, happy Halloween, everybody. And that's it. Alright, on this Halloween night, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday night Raw. I was going to say snore, but snore. Monday Night Raw review for All Hallows Eve, yesterday, October the 30th, 2023. We are emanating from the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. That's a long name for an arena. In Greenville, South Carolina. Home of the Gamecocks. Man, if you go to a college that has has a football team or a college, and what's your team's name? We're the Gamecocks. What college do you go to? You go to community college? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you go to that college, bless you. Not that I care about the Gamecocks, but, kind of like to see cocks in the NFL. Don't give two shits. Oh, yeah, they're number one in the NFC West. For now. For now. Just remember who plays you twice coming up in the next couple weeks. The Niners, who made a big, humongous, huge trade today. Chase Young, defensive end, got him from Washington, the Commanders. So we got him on our team now to bolster that goddamn weak as fuck defense. Should have got more, because today was the trade deadline in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. So the Niners made a trade for Chase Young. We gave up a third-round pick. Not that we needed. But still, Jed York, freaking John Lynch, why couldn't you get any secondary help? Why couldn't you get an offensive line? You see my anger when I root for the 49ers and the Mets and the Rangers and shit like that? Jets too? About the stupidity with their fucking owners? And their GMs? But, I mean, it was a good trade. We got some good defensive help. Chase Young's not a spring chicken, you know what I mean? He's a great defensive end. And I think with him, Bosa, Greenlaw, Warner, Armstead, everybody in that defensive line is going to make it much better, hopefully. Get to the goddamn quarterback, put them in the turf. And then the next thing we got to do is get rid of that jerk Steve Wilkes. Fuck you! Get out! Because your play calling the last 3 weeks has sucked. And Kyle Shanahan, you're not on the hook. You're not off the hook either, my friend. You're still on the hook. I don't care if you got a 3-year deal. We can just renege that and then say, bye, get out of here. And if you think Brock Purdy's going to get benched, I know he's had a bad couple of weeks. with the interceptions, but it's only his first real year. Because he came in week, what week did he come in? Like week 6, I think. I forgot what week he came in, but rattled off. He almost went to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the pedophile Eagles and their dirty bird plays. Just saying, if the Niners would have went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I don't think we'd be talking about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I think it would have been a close game. And Mahomes would have got put in that goddamn turf like he should have been in Super Bowl 3 years ago. 54, 55, whatever. It's 58 this coming year, so. But we'll see. But the Niners got the week off. I could care less about football this week. I mean, the Jets, of course. Jets, 4-3, baby. Yes. And for you Giants fans out there, pack up the bags because basically you're 2-6. There's no hope for you. No hope. And pretty much this week I'm rooting for the Cowboys. I have to because they're playing the pedophile Eagles. I have to, so. Because God forbid, the Niners go on a big run. Right now they're in third place. So, not even third. They're in a wild card spot right now. I think they got the first or second wild card. I don't care about the playoffs right now, but, now, week 9, we start thinking about the playoffs. Okay, we've got 9 games left. We have to win at least 6 of them. 6, and we got a hard schedule. Hard. Like my dick. But, ask your mom about that, because she knows. But I digress on that. But we move on with that. So we'll see what happens with the Niners next week against Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, Tony Khan, company. We got that. Speaking of Tony fucking Khan, the great man that you are, you still owe me a job, motherfucker. Tony Khan announced on Twitter, X today. Don't call it X, just call it Twitter. Twitter, X is so stupid and generic. Like Meta. Anyway, so Tony Khan announced on Twitter that he has another bombastic announcement to make tomorrow night out on Dynamite for the fans. And for the international fans, so I wonder what this could be. I'm not looking forward to it. It better be good. But knowing Tony Khan and his major announcements, then some of them are not good. So, unless it's the streaming service, which it probably will be, I don't care. I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna watch the show, yeah, but if it's the streaming service, I don't give a shit. If it's something else, then I'm like, I'm interested. I might be interested, but we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow night on Dynamite! As we move on. Alright, so that's one of the big stories of today. Tonight we got, and coming up in about 51 minutes, we got NXT Halloween Havoc Night 2. Gonna be a pretty damn good show. We got Tiffany Stratton, Daddy! Daddy's favorite girl, I'm Daddy. Sweetheart, you're dressed beautifully. Oh, thank you, Daddy! I'm gonna go out trick-or-treating. Don't you have a match tonight? Ah, shit! Yeah, Tiffany Stratton's taking on Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, who dressed up as Tiffany last week. Perfectly. Even did toodles. So they're going at it one-on-one tonight. Also, the big one for the NXT World Title, the Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, takes on him, Carmelo Hayes, in their third and possibly final meeting between each other. Now, I don't know, it's not a spin the wheel, make the deal match unless, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, there was a spin the wheel, make the deal match. And then they spin the wheel before the end of the night. Should have done that last week. Just saying. We got all that. We got Dominic Guerrero, Latino Heat, defending his North American Championship against Ben Frazier. Should be interesting. I think we got Noam Dar defending the Heritage Cup against Akira Tozawa. Jack Farmer's favorite person in the whole wide world. Right, Jack? You mark. Haha. But I digress. So we got that, I think, tonight. And a whole lot more tonight on Halloween Havoc Night 2. And also, yeah, I'm taking off my clothes. Not like that, but, this great band and this great fucking goddess next to Maria Brink, New Year's Day and Ash Costello will be performing their second single off the new album, which hasn't even been out yet, doesn't have a name yet. But I know what it is, but you won't know yet. But they're going to be performing their second single off the new album, Hurts Like Hell, because I did Vampire last week. Great shit. So they're going to do Hurts Like Hell tonight. And boy, your ear's going to hurt like hell tonight. Your eardrums are going to explode tonight. Like that great song I played at the beginning of this fucking video. Sanctify Me by The Mighty In This Moment. Their new album, God Mode, is out right now. Oh! Climbing up the charts, man. It's climbing. It is. I don't even know when it debuted at yet. And it's been out almost a week now. Friday will be a week, so I would love to see the first week sales for that album. Because it is a fucking banger. From front to back, from front to back, top to bottom, side to side, diagonally. 360, whatever you want to call it. But it is an absolute banger. And they're going on tour in a couple of days, so if you go see them, tell them I said hello. They know who I am. But, little sad news to report within this moment. Travis Johnson, the great bass player, the man who beats that bass, he's going to be off the tour because he has a personal problem. Yes, that he has to take care of. Also, my metal brother from another mother, Chris Howarth, he's also taking off the tour because he has a personal problem. So, they're going to be off the tour. They'll be back in 2024. But, they have replacements for them. So, it's all good. It's all good. Not the same in this moment, but, this got Maria, Ken Dimmer on beating those drums, and my good friend Randy White's on that electric twanger. Gonna blow your mind when you go see them on the Kiss of Death tour with New Year's Day, Avatar, and Ice Nine Kills. So if you're gonna go see them, you're gonna be in for a great show. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But I digress on that. But my thoughts and prayers go out to my good buddy Travis and my good buddy Chris Howarth. We're praying for you guys. All the in this moment faithful, the soldiers of the wasteland, the blood legion, whatever you want to call us these days. We're praying for you, and we hope that you guys come back on tour next year. But we're praying for you guys. I love you guys, man. I love it. But we move on with that. Alright, enough about that bull funky. Let's get into your Raw review for last night. And like I said, we're from Greenville, South Carolina. And our commentary team of Mitchell Cole and Bad News Weed Bennett. Oh, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Halloween sucks there, my lad. Oh. Where's my shillelagh? Okay. Anyway, we move on. I don't know why when I do my Wade Barrett impersonation, I sound like Sheamus. I like a mix between Sheamus and Fit Finlay. I can't do an Irish impression, I'm sorry. I am part Irish, but not fully Irish. I'm full Italian, but there is a little bit of me that's Irish, so. But, what's me Lucky Charms? We'll be putting good. I love gold. Anyway, we move on with that. But Michael Cole and Wade Barrett on commentary for this Halloween Eve edition of Monday Night Raw. And last night, it was okay, not great. There were some moments that were excellent, but other things, not so much. Now, this is the go-home show before this Saturday afternoon's Crown Jewel 5 event from that shithole dump in Saudi Arabia. So we got that. SmackDown will be taped this Friday night. Just remember that, taped SmackDown, not live. The only thing you'll get live, you get nothing. You get nothing live this Friday because Rampage is live. Taped, sorry. The only thing you get live this week is tonight on NXT, tomorrow night for AEW Dynamite, and then Saturday Collision. That should be interesting. Good day of wrestling on Saturday. You got Crown Jewel from 1 to, we're at 12, so 5, because there is a kickoff show this time. Yeah, kickoff matches finally coming back to WWE. How about that? It is what it is. That's good. That's good. It's good. And then later on Saturday night, we got AEW Collision, which should be a goddamn good show, like last week's was. MJF and Kenny Omega with a banger. Holy crap. Not as great as Will Ocean Spray and Mike Speedball Bailey. That's the match of the year. I don't care what anybody says. That not even 10 stars, not even 10,000 stars. That's like infinity times infinity times infinity stars. You can't even give it a star rating because it's so good. I'm just saying. But, I mean, Kenny and MJ put on a banger last week. Best Collision match I've seen in the 20 weeks that Collision's been on the air. Been 20 episodes, and that's the banger right there. There you go. But we'll see what happens this week on Collision. But we'll find out more about Collision tomorrow night on the program. Alright, so let's get into that. So we got Raw. Let's get into Raw. Alright, so we start off Raw with the Judgment Day. Well, part of Judgment Day, we got Mommy Rhea Ripley coming out. My brutality! She comes out with JD McStupido and her boy toy, Dominic Galero ese Latino Heat, who doesn't even need a freaking disguise, you know? Unlike Wheeler Yuta, zero pussy. Yeah, but I digress if you know it. If you follow what I'm talking about, but I digress. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so they come out for a chitty chat. Mommy is ready to set the men up. Well, see the men, I should say. Really is ready to see the men. I don't know what that meant, but does she? Well, if you want to see the men, you got Dom next to you. Oh, you meant... Oh, I guess you meant. You meant the other members of Judgment Day. Except for JD McStupido. But anyway. Well, she wants to see the men win. But other than that, she wants Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins to make the right decision and join Judgment Day. One of them can walk out a crown jewel as the World Heavyweight Champion. And basically, you need to make up your mind right now. But as for herself, she is ready to go against the odds at Crown Jewel, beat 4 other women, and retain the World Women's Championship in a Fatal 5-Way. So she's about to do her epic freaking catchphrase, because Mommy's always on top, and then Sami Zayn has to come out, son of a bitch! She said that too. So Sammy Generico comes out, and he's sick of Rhea talking and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining. And hearing about how Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. Well, yeah, Sammy, they actually do, because they have the gold. Well, besides the World Heavyweight title. And the Intercontinental title that Walter has. But anyway. So Sammy says, I've dealt with people obsessed with power like them for his entire career. And his name is Rebellion. Okay. Who's obsessed with power? There's Sammy. Not Roman. Roman's in God mode. We all know that. You were just in the presence of God. And then what do? You turn on him, and then what happens? You get your ass kicked at the Elimination Chamber last year. But yeah, I know you got a little bit measure of revenge on the Usos, but what happened? You lost the belts. Who'd you lose it to? The Judgment Day. Dumbass. Anyway. So he says, I'll fight you guys no matter what the odds are. So he's like, oh, you want to put that to the test? How about you face my boy, Senor Papi Priest in the bank, Papi Priest, later on in the evening. So he's like, okay, I'll fight. So then they're about to go 3-on-1 on Sammy, beat his ass, but then Ricochet, who is supposed to face Dominic Galero, non-title, in our next match, he comes out to even the odds, and that's basically it. Well, even the odds, even though it's 3-on-2. That's pretty much it. And we move on with that. Alright, so I get that first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night's Raw. Alright, then we go to Dominic Galero SA taking on Ricochet, non-title match, Rhea Ripley and JD McStupido still at ringside. So we get the match in progress because Kevin Dunn loves to do things like that. Among other things he does, start the match, 5 seconds later, commercial! Idiot. Anyway, did you ever see Tony Khan do that? No. we get the match. We get about 5 maybe 10 minutes max, and then cut to picture-in-picture, cut to commercial. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with these messages from Mattel. Okay. So anyway, it starts with Dom Dom sending Ricochet to the apron, twisting his leg around. Ow. Get back in, Dom Dom stomps him down in the corner like a government mule. Back on government mule. And then starts posing on the ropes a bit. Hey, you guys! Dominic Guerrero, I say. Latino Heat. You know, doing it for his dad, Eddie Guerrero, I say. Right, Eddie? What's my son? I love that guy. He is my son, the fruit of my loins, I say. Fuck that Rey Mysterio guy. He's not his papi. I'm his papi, I say, pero. I know. But anyway, Ricochet then uses the delay to kick him right in the head. Ow. Hits a belly-to-back suplex, then a running shooting star press, gets a near fall. We go to break again. We come back. Dominic hits the Three Amigos, ese, like his dad, Eddie Guerrero. But Ricochet fights back. We get a springboard high cross body, hits Dom, and then the Lion Salt stops stealing Chris Jericho's move for a near fall. Dominic comes back, knocks him down, goes for the Eddie Guerrero front splash and missed. Ay, caramba. He missed. Which allowed Ricochet to hit a super kick. And then Mommy does what she does, also distraction, and then JD not so stupid though, offers his distraction, which lets Dom Dom grab a fruit roll-up with a handful of pants, or underwear, and gets the pin, 1, 2, 3, and in just under 11.5 minutes, Dom Dom gets the win, easy win. But I digress on that. So, match was alright, gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. And then after the match, well, Ricochet, being a spoiled sport, beats the fuck out of JD McStupido and Dom Dom, but then Mommy Rhea Ripley comes in and saves her boy toy from a shooting star press. It is what it is. Gotta love Mommy. That's that. And we move on with that. Alright. So after that, we get a video on the reunited DIY of Johnny Gargano and the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. They got a match coming up with Imperium. Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let me move on. Alright, then we get the start of the promos for the Fatal 5-Way Women's Championship match between, we have Raquel Rodriguez, Mommy Mia Ripley, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax. So we got all that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to a tag team match that was an absolute fucking banger. We had the Alpha Academy of the big fat man, Otis, along with Maxine Dupree. Holy shit, her skirt can get any shorter. God damn you, Marcel Barthel. Damn it! Should have been me. Anyway, as he teams up with Mr. Chad Gable of the Q. Sheesh! As they take on the Raw debut, or debut, of the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, with the lovely Ivy Nile at ringside. Also, Akira Tozawa is still there. So this match came about because Alpha Academy had an open challenge. Then the Creeds are, going on Twitter, with the Twitter machine, saying, "Hey, you think you're the best? Well, we accept your challenge." So we get that. So match was an absolute fucking banger. Back and forth they went. Lots of high flippy dippity doos. Let's get near the end, because I don't want to go through with this whole entire match. Otis comes in, hits the Caterpillar on Julius, and all four men in the ring. Julius and Chad Gable have a big-time crash on the floor, and then Otis hits basically Mark Henry's move, the world's strongest slam on Brutus. But then Julius comes off the top with a 450 for the save, and then Chad Gable, not to be outdone, does a beautiful moonsault onto all three of them. to break up everything. The fans are like, holy shit! You gotta love it. Anyway, and then Maxine Dupri. Also distraction, showing her boobs. No, she didn't show her boobs. You wish, right? Anyway, also distraction, and then Ivy Nile pulls her down and look like we're about to get a cat fight! We didn't get that. But Akira Tozawa tries to break everything up, and basically Ivy takes him and suplexes him on the fucking floor. Ow! Sucks to be you there, dude. Anyway, we go back in. Otis misses a charge in the corner, and then Julius picks this 320-pound fat guy up. The fan's like, holy shit! And Michael Cole's like, oh my god! You know, screaming like a banshee. And then Brutus goes up, hits the Brutus ball, which is like basically, you know, their version of the Doomsday device. Go for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and just under 11 minutes, the Creed brothers win their NXT, well, not the NXT, sorry, the main roster debut match was fabulous, and I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and then after the match, we get a code of honor. Love to see that. But this match was great. I really hope the Creeds stay on the main roster. I know they got some commitments to finish in NXT, but man, you gotta bring them up. Put them on Raw. Go up against Judgment Day. Make them beat Judgment Day for the titles. Or at least if and when the draft comes up and they split the tag team titles, which they should have done years ago. Well, not even years, months ago. Give the Creeds the Raw tag team belts, and then give the Street Profits the SmackDown tag team titles. And then you actually may have a tag team division. But we'll see what happens with that. But this match, banger. Loved it. We move on. Alright, then we get a look at the Judgment Day taking out, yeah, Cody! MDK and Cody, you bitch! No! You know, taking out Cody Rhodes last week. Almost breaking his goddamn shin and his ankle. Thanks to Damian Priest and Mr. JD McStupido. Only to have Cody run out for the save in the main event last week. So we get that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back. Speaking of the Judgment Day, we have the law firm of Finn and Priest talking in their locker room, amongst other things. And then we have the New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods cosplaying as the new Judgment Day. Really? Anyway, they go into the locker room, trick-or-treating, and like, hey, can we get some candy? And then we see Kofi's candy bucket as a mini Money in the Bank briefcase, complete with a contract. What, are you gonna face a midget? Dumbass. Anyway, and then Finn and Priest are like, get out! We have no candy for you. No candy for you. And we get all that. Blah, 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 blah. And then Finn takes Xavier Woods' candy. You savage. Anyway. And then, Xavier Woods does, stops and floats with Mommy Rhea Ripley. And we're gonna get another sex tape there, Xavier Woods. You know, don't get all laid at all like your boy, Xavier Woods. So now we just gotta find a Brad Maddox. Now we got you know, Paige, and we got Xavier Woods. Now we freaking need a Brad Maddox like guy. You know, there we have now we have Rampage Part 2. But then again, Buddy Murphy might have something to say about that. But anyway, I digress. So with them gone, Damian isn't happy with not being out there early in the night, you know, with Dom Dom and Mommy and JD McStupido. So Priest teases cashing in at Crown Jewel, and then they decide to make the rest of the night about themselves. And then we see like during that whole thing, Priest and JD McStupido are like, yeah, all right, we're buddies. I'm like, didn't you almost, kill him last week? Makes no sense. We're friends, we hate each other. We love each other, we hate each other. We love each other. We're friends, give me a hug. I hate you! But I love you. I don't get it. It's a love-hate relationship between Damian Priest and everybody in Judgment Day and JD McStupido. Kind of almost has that Wheeler Yuta feel, if you think about it. Wheeler Yuta, like, he's like the outcast of the freaking Blackpool Cuck Club, because nobody likes the guy. Nobody likes Wheeler Yuta, because Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that wears a costume to a costume party and nobody's there. Where are you going? You know? Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy to not get candy on Halloween. You know what he gets? Beat down. Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that rage quits before playing Call of Duty. He rage quits even before playing the game. He resets the game before it even starts. How do you do that? How do you rage quit before even playing the game? That makes no sense. Ah, fuck, I hate this game! Ah! Dude, just put the freaking disc in and you're freaking getting mad. Yes, you're Wheeler Yuta. That's what you are, you're a douche. But that's it. Alright, so I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on with that. Alright, there we get video on Nia Jax, nobody cares. Alright, there we go to, I think, the segment of the night. Miz TV with The Miz. And his guest this week is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history, Walter. But doesn't come out the first time. Tries again, still doesn't come out. He's like, okay, do I have to speak in German? What's going on here? He tries for a third time, and then Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, you know, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, they come out. And, hey, Marcel Barthel, you're getting a pay-per-view in your hometown. How about that? August the 31st, 2024. Bash in Berlin. That's gonna be pretty damn good. You know, it's the same weekend as All In 3 in London, once again, and then All Out, I believe 4 or 5, I lost count, but All Out, probably be in Chicago, right after that. Probably the next day, well, no, probably not going to be the next day, probably the next week, like it was, wait. Yeah, I think probably be the week after, because we got Memorial, Labor Day, right, that weekend, that's Labor Day weekend, so. That's on a Saturday, and then September the 1st, I believe, will be, All In 3 from London, and then September the 8th, most likely will be All Out in Chicago. Probably. Because I think the last few All Outs have been in Chicago. We'll see what happens with that. We'll move on with that. But Marcel Barthel is freaking elated right now. Oh, pay-per-view in my country. Oh, it's very nice. Probably won't be in the main event, though. But you're on it, but most likely you'll be on it. Anyway, so Marcel goes on a humongous rant about how The Miz is everything wrong with the WWE and nothing more than a clown. Was he wear a red nose? Did he come out and amuse you? Tell me how I'm fucking funny! What? You... I almost had him! You saw that? I almost had him! Fuck! You gotta love Goodfellas, man. Gotta love it. Probably one of the second greatest Italian mafia movie next to the greatest movie in them all, Godfather. 1, not 1 and 2, really. 3? Godfather 3 is like Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense to me. Why is Halloween 3 even in the fucking franchise? Why? Shut up. couldn't you just call it Season of the Witch? Because it has no reference to Michael at all. Oh, we're just gonna name it Halloween 3. But Michael's not in it. Makes no fucking sense. And then Halloween 4 basically is a new movie. Doesn't even pick up from Halloween 2 or even Halloween 3. It's just new. It's like the return of Michael Myers. Where did he go? We don't get backstory from Halloween 2. I mean, come on. At least 4 and 5. I mean, really, 5 was a sequel to 4, with the kid getting Michael's powers and everything. And then 6, in turn, was a sequel to 5. But just freaking Halloween 3 fucking pisses me off. And people actually like the movie? I mean, more power to you, but why? If you're a Halloween fan and you're a Michael Myers fan, Halloween 3 should even be in your freaking head. Should be, like, thrown away in the garbage like Wheeler Yuta. I'm just saying. Makes no fucking sense in that freaking... I think John Carpenter even directed it. If he did, I'm gonna have to talk to that guy. I'm like, why did you make that movie? Because you have, like, I don't even know. I forget how many are in the franchise right now. I think it's 10, 12, I think. I could be wrong. I think, well, the original 6, put that in there. Then you got Resurrection, H2O. And then you got, I'm thinking now. Well, yeah, I got H2O. You got Resurrection. Then you got the Rob Zombie movies, which were 2. So you got 6, that's 8. Rob Zombies is 2. 13. Got 13, and even the last one sucked. Halloween Ends. Shouldn't have been made, because Michael was barely in the fucking movie, and then he gets his ass handed to him by Laurie Strode. You know, weak as fuck fight scene. The way he dies, just... ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, sure, he kills Laurie Strode's daughter. Whoop, you goddamn do in the second one. That was good. But then, you barely see him in Halloween Ends. You barely see him. He's in the sewer. Then he finds Corey, or Casey, whatever the guy's name is. He's like, get over here! Basically, kind of transferred his powers, basically, to him. But then when you see Michael fighting Laurie Strode, and he's getting his ass handed to him pretty damn easily, I'm like, what? And everybody's like, that's Michael, what? That's not Michael, dumbass. That's the freaking kid. You think it looks like Michael, but you gotta look closely. Because Michael that we saw in Halloween, Halloween Returns, or I forgot the name, second movie. I think it was Halloween Returns, or whatever it is. When we see him, he's like fucking a machine. Beating kills with galore. Fucking gory as fuck. Halloween Ends, the kills, the ones that he did were good, but you only see a couple of them, not much. But I just fucking hated that movie. I hate Halloween 3, too. Those 2 movies, bad. And they're thinking about doing a Halloween TV show like Chucky. Sign me up. If it's good, it has to be good. If it's just this retarded bullshit like we saw in Halloween Ends, I do not want to see it. I don't care. But like I said, if you like Halloween 3, more power to you. More power to you. Turn into a pumpkin like that, like all those people did in that fucking garbage festival movie. If you wanted to do that, why don't you just get Pumpkinhead to come out and kill everybody? That's a good movie, Pumpkinhead. 1 and 2. I think there was a third one. I think I noticed the first 2, but... just Anyway, we move on. Alright, so Miz says, I've been a lot of things, but never a sidekick. Which makes Giovanni Vinci the third wheel, and he's like, weren't you your wife's sidekick on Total Divas? Oh, shit. And then Miz is like, oh my god, he talks! He said something intelligent! Give a round of applause! Kind of like when Spike Dudley finally talked in ECW, because he never talked in the early days of ECW when he was with the Dudleys. My name is Bully Dudley. And then Spike never talked. He was just there, like, in promos. And then he finally speaks, and when he finally spoke, Joey Styles like, he speaks! Wow! But, yeah, freaking Fabian Aichner with the line of the night, weren't you your wife's sidekick on Total Divas? Then Miz is like, oh, Miz and Mrs. is a great show, and shit like that. It's Miz and Mrs., and you wish you could be shouted out by someone as hot as Maurice. Shit. Hey, I wish I was shouted out by Maurice, huh? I digress. Then they go back and forth. Gunther says, Gunther comes out eventually, says, Miz, you're not on my level. Why am I even on your talk show? This ring is sacred to me and everything you do, plus yourself is beneath me. Why am I even here? And then Miz goes on a humongous, freaking, passionate fucking rant, saying, I've heard this all before, and I'm not gonna take no more, because when the going gets tough, they can kiss my ass. Oh, sorry. Good old Uncle Ted Nugent. Gotta love it. Anyway, said, I heard it all before, calls the invisible John Cena that he interviewed a few weeks ago more entertaining than you, Walter. What? Okay. Then Walter's laughing, says, that's why you're you're a talk show host. Well, I'm the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, 500 plus days as champ. And Miz gets all serious, talks about his resume, 2 WWE titles, 2-time Grand Slam champion, 8-time Intercontinental Champion, blah 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 blah. I made the IC title relevant. The fans like, yup, you did. I agree. And the fans like, take it back. He might. I don't think he will, but so we get that. So Walter offers to make a memorable moment, and then Imperium just starts wrecking the set. Miz gets even more mad. Says, and then Walter says, you're not gonna do nothing about it. But then he beats up, Walter's goons. But then Walter just chops the soul out of him. And then Miz is like, and Walter just stands over him like he's fucking God. But Miz tries to fight back. But gets knocked out again. So, next week on the program, we find out later that Adam Pearce gives Miz a title shot in a fatal 4-way match with him, Bronson Reed, Ricochet, because Ricochet always wants to get these things. Like, I want my title shot too. So it's gonna be Miz versus Bronson Reed versus Ricochet versus Ivar, who says, I must have a sacrifice. Okay. So, more than likely, Miz will win that match, and probably the week after that, or maybe that's a Survivor Series, he faces Walter for the Intercontinental title. Is he gonna win? Probably not. Probably not. Because Walter is, right now, the odds-on winner of the Royal Rumble. Does he face Roman and gets his ass handed to him? Or does he face Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Priest, whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion? But then again, is he going to lose the IC belt before then? Probably. To who? Don't know. And we move on with that. But that segment was pretty damn good. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, I'm going to get this done really quickly because I got to get out of here. Anyway. We got that. Then we go to another banger of a match. Gargano and Ciampa taking on Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner of Imperium. Miz walks out right past them. But I think he's going to have something to do with Gargano and Ciampa in the next few weeks because he's now turned face. So, I get that. But this match was a banger. Getting to the end, Fabian Aichner, he got hit, he landed on his temple. I don't know if he got concussed, but he finished the match. Then he goes up top and misses a moonsault. Gets kneed right in the face after that. Then DIY hits me in the middle. Basically the double Kogeyame by Ibushi-san. 1, 2, 3, they get the win in their reunion / debut on the main roster. I thought they did team up on the main roster when they first came up. I might have missed that, but anyway. But match was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. We move on. Whoops, I went past my notes. I hate when I do that. That's what she said. Anyway, after that we go to Shinsuke Nakamura. Another Japanese promo, because he's great. Still looking for his next opponent and wants someone to step forward and awaken him. And people are like, oh, this is another reference to CM Punk. No. No, get some help, please. Stop. Get some help. It's not about Punk. Punk is not coming back. I don't care what anybody says. Punk is not coming back to WWE, whether you say it, other people say it. He's not coming back. Not even in Chicago. No. The only person coming back in Chicago is Randy Orton. It. Fuck CM Punk. Because God forbid he is the devil behind that devil mask. And he took out Jay White. That would be the biggest swerve in history. But it's probably not him. But people think it might be. But I personally think it's probably not him. But if it is, that's Tony Khan and him like fool the fans big time. But probably not him. Probably not him. We move on. Alright, then we get a video on Candice LeRae, who Michael Cole called Candice Michelle, who hasn't wrestled in 15 years in WWE. How do you mess that up, Cole? Have you been, or, you know, probably. But that's, pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, then we got a video on Xia Li. That leads us to Candice LeRae and Xia Li, which really didn't go anywhere. 2 minutes suck fest, and Xia Li hits sudden impact, like a spin kick she hits, knocked Candice for a loop. And, referee Asia Pereira, is like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then, you know, Candice looked like she was about to get up and go, and then she's like, ooh, plop. And I'm like, call the match, asshole! You know, throw up the X, he's out. He's knocked the fuck out. And then she finally does, and freaking, like, during that, Xia like, fuck! It's like, pfft. I knocked her out, you idiot! I mean, if you see somebody knock the fuck out, can you just call for the bell? Talk to you, Rick Knox. But now we have Rick Knox, the female version, and AJ Pereira. Come on! So anyway, match is over, 2 fucking minutes. Match I gave a dud because it was just dumb. And then a freaking trainer and another referee come out to check on Candice, who's gone. She's like, get away from me! And she's supposed to turn heel from this? Come on. Why is she gonna turn heel from this? And then, probably next week we're gonna get Xia Li and Indy Hartwell. Whoop-de-goddamn do. And then Xia Li has a segment, Becky Lynch, the man, saying the same goddamn thing we've heard the last few weeks. It's like, oh, you lost title now, but I still want match with you. You're still calling her out. And Beck's like, you want a match? We have a match. No, and then Xia's like, no, we do it on my time. So why'd you call her out then? Fucking moron. If Becky was gonna give you the match, and then you say, oh, my time. And then she loses the belt, you still want the match. Why did you call out in the first place? I know you want the title that you were never gonna win anyway. You fucking dumb bitch. Holy shit. That's why you're in catering. Oh, they're gonna bring Tientia back. Oh, that's nice. It's about time. Because Xia Li's not going anywhere anyway. Karen Q, Randy Choo, who got hurt and's been out for months. Yeah, let's bring her back as Mei Ying. And then bring Boa from obscurity, basically he's on NXT Level Up. Let's bring him back, let's reform Tientia, and then make it right this time, right, Hunter? Let's do that. Let's do that. Do it right this time, then I'll actually be interested more again in Tientia. But, yeah. Just don't bring back Wendy Choo and that stupid fucking gimmick. That, I pissed me off. 'Cause I like Karen Q, I've known her for years. But that gimmick fucking sucks. Her as Mei Ying, she just like standing there and blowing smoke and mist in people's faces. That was great. Xia Li in NXT during that time was pretty good. Boa, not so much. But now that he went, I thought he got released. He just didn't know. He was just there in catering, just sitting there with Xia Li eating food from Titus Catering. And now they're gonna probably bring him back, and then they're gonna reform Tientia. Great, great. Knock yourself out, Hunter. Knock yourself out. All right, we move on. All right, they're gonna Jey Uso walking up to Sammy. Hey, what's up, Sammy? What's up? You know, what's up, my dog? Can you feel him now, sir? Anyway, wishes Sammy luck in his match with Damian Priest, and then Jackie Redmond, she comes in, talks to Jay, who thinks he and Cody want the tag team belts back. No. Then maybe Mommy Rhea Ripley will actually think differently about him. She don't want you. Stop it. She don't want you. Shut up. Let me move on with that. Alright, then we see Candice still getting checked out by the medics. She's out. She's gone. Forget it. Alright, after that we got a nice video about Drew McIntyre talking about, you know, winning the WWE title and basically in front of no one at the Performance Center during the pandemic era. And then finally getting a title shot at Clash of the Castle in front of people and choked. And now he's in front of people again in Saudi Arabia, facing Seth freaking Rollins. And he's like, you know, I'm going to break your back to get to that title, and no more broken dreams. Is that a reference to Broken Dreams coming back as his theme song? Please! Please. For the love of God, Hunter, bring that back. I hate this theme now. It's generic and boring. But that's that. Pretty good promo from Drew. And we'll see what happens with that. We move on. So I get a 3.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, speaking of Seth, he comes out ready to take on JD McStupido. Talks about Drew and his issues and tells him to cry him a river. Okay, Justin Timberlake, stop it. Everyone's suffering in 2020. There were people who had it a lot worse than you did, Drew. Blah, 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 blah. He says, a lot of people want to take the title from me. If Drew can beat me and take the title, I'll be the first person who shakes Drew's hand, or, well, probably be Drew, or maybe Priest. He's like, I'm no longer the Messiah or the Architect. And then he's about to finish, and then JD McStupido attacks him from behind. And then we get this match, which wasn't that bad. Eventually, Damian Priest comes in, knocks Seth out. For a minute, I was like, are we going to get a DQ? But it was behind the referee's back. We got a top rope belly to back superplex by JD McDoofus. But then Seth comes back with the pedigree into the stomp. 1, 2, 3, just under 14 minutes. Seth freaking Rollins gets the win over JD McStupido. Match was pretty decent. And I give it 3 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Seth gets right in Poppy Priest's face and says, "Oh, you're gonna cash in on me now? Come on, come on!" Nothing happens. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, after that, Ricochet gets his title match for the Fatal 4-Way next week. That already gets announced. Then we see Chelsea Green and Piper Niven cosplaying as the Hart Foundation, Bret the Shitman Fart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Very nice. I actually popped for that. I was like, holy shit, that's funny. So anyway, and then we get to Tricker's street fight between Chelsea Green and Natalya. Natalya dressed as a cat, well, kind of like Catwoman. I don't know what she was dressed up, but she looked fucking hot. So we had various Halloween things, tables, candy, all that shit. This was freaking insane. Freaking Nikki Cross comes out from underneath a table, and he's like basically catatonic again. And then, I think Cole said something, because, Chelsea Green brings out candy corn, and Cole says, they once used tacks, now they use candy corn. This is hardcore. The solid steel candy corn, by God. Natalya powerbombs on that. Oh. And then she eats it. No, she didn't eat it. Then she tries for a double sharpshooter on Piper and Chelsea on the outside. It gets pied in the face on the inside of the ring. Then another distraction by Piper leads to Chelsea hitting the unpretty her, the kill switch. 1, 2, 3, 5.5 minutes. This crazy match ends. And they gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. There you go. We move on. Alright, then we get a video on Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov for the NXT World title coming up tonight in about a minute from now. Actually, we gotta put... Well, I'm not gonna do it because I gotta leave, so... It's coming up next. So, do that, because I gotta get out of here, because my friends are probably on their way over. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. And yes, I do have real friends. And yes, I am going out. So... And I'm not showing you pictures or anything like that. I am really going out to a concert pretty soon. That starts at like 9 o'clock, so I gotta get out of here. Anyway, we move on. Alright, then we see a video on Rhea Ripley, Crown Jewel rundown. Then we go to your main event of the evening, Damian Priest and Sami Zayn. Pretty decent match, really doesn't go that long. Jey Uso comes out, super kicks Damian Priest in the face, calls a disqualification in 9 minutes. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and then after the match, we get a big beatdown, and then Cody Rhodes, slightly limping, comes out for the save. Him and Priest fighting on the floor. Sammy and Jay clear the ring. And then JD McStupido, being stupid, gets hell of a kick in the face. Cody hits not 1, but 2 crossroads on the table, did not break. I am the table! I am the table! Twice. Priest is walking behind, and then Cody cuts a promo, yelling at how Priest is walking behind someone else, like Mommy and Finn and Dom Dom. And Cody promises to take him out of Crown Jewel, and Cole's kind of wondering if it's going to be a Saudi Arabian nightmare on Saturday afternoon. So, probably one of the best Cody promos. I mean, he was really, into it. He's like, yeah! I'm like, okay, Cody, I hear you. Okay, calm down. Still gonna probably lose. No, he's not gonna lose. But we'll see. We move on. Alright, that's it for Raw, and I gave Raw 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section, and that's all good and gravy. That's it. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to a concert. I won't be back till, late. So I might come back later on this channel for your... actually on my Peter Joseph channel with your NXT review. If not, probably be... I don't know when. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday, because I gotta go out tomorrow to do errands and work. So I gotta do all that. So hit that bell on my channels to get notified of when that video does go up. And when it does, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and all that good shit. And that's it. Alright, time to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys maybe later, maybe tomorrow. But until next time, happy Halloween, go fuck yourselves, rot your teeth, kids, and until next time, peace.